Hi guys, I'm V. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video is meron kaming reporting. Yes, tama kayo. Meron kaming reporting. So mag-film ako mamaya ng behind the scenes kung paano ako mag-film. Paano ako magre-record ng aking report. So hinihingal ako ang init. So, yun. Abangan nyo na lang yung aming report mamaya. Post ko na lang yun. Okay? And, yun lang. Wala akong upload. Busy kasi ngayon sa thesis. Hindi na ako nakagano mag-edit para mag-post agad. So, ang dami nang na hold na vlogs. So, ayan. Ito na muna siguro ang aking may upload. Abangan nyo na lang ang aming reporting. Yun lang guys, and God bless you all. Bye! Film muna ako.
Good day, sir. We are going to tackle about how UK-Russia war started, how it affects the global trade, and how it affects the economy of Ukraine, Russia, and other countries. My name is Neljoy Prudente, and my groupmates are Juji Alba, Anjali Love Kujamat, Camille Isaac, Cyrus Clark Diesta, Queenie Joy Saludar, and Sophia Marie Villaluna. How did Ukraine-Russia crisis start? The tension over the Ukraine-Russia crisis have been months of diplomacy have failed to resolve the crisis. There will be a conflict occurs when there is a disagreement among individuals, groups, communities, and countries. This is a condition where people receive threats such as physical, emotional, political, and so on. There are many factors that involves in the conflict. The conflict that is rising between Ukraine and Russia is due to the rejections of the single economic deal with the European Union regarding to association agreement by Ukrainian's president.
So here's a few conflicts behind of this. The decision made by the Ukrainian president is not acceptable for the people and their country. So people start to protest against their president. The economic factors is one of the reasons for the conflict, because Russia had fear if Ukraine signed an association agreement with the European Union. The result is low-price European product into Ukraine. All the Ukrainian people and Russian people have contributed to the conflict of these two countries. Russia is holding power in this conflict situation by sending their troops to the border to Ukraine, which result loss of control of Crimea. Crimea is a one part of the Ukraine. All the Crimean is now in support of Russia.
How Russia's economy affected by the crisis. The constant rebellion by the pro-Russian Ukrainian rebels is threatening the investment atmosphere in Ukraine. Russia, on the other hand, suffers from the global problem for its act of aggression against Ukraine. The Russians are facing huge sanctions from their trade partners, majority from the European Union. Such sanctions include ban on Russians' exports and product in general.
The UK government is also threatening to shut off Russia's access to the SWIFT. So what is SWIFT? SWIFT is the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. It is the main secure messaging system that banks use to make rapid, secure cross-border payments, allowing international trade to flow smoothly. It has become the principal mechanism for financing international trade. In 2020, about 38 million transactions were sent each day for over the SWIFT platform. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the sanction will ensure that Russian banks are disconnected from the international financial system and harm their ability to operate globally. Following its illegal invasion of Ukraine, the sanctions will ban Russia's economically vital industries and companies from raising finance on the UK money markets, the most important financial center in Europe.
So, if the Ukraine exclude the Russia's access to SWIFT, it would impact international companies, supply chain, and any business currently dealing with them. It will not only affect the Russian economy, but all those economies dependent on Russian exports.
How Ukraine's economy affected by crisis. The effects of the crisis is obviously seen in Ukraine as they are the main reason of the attacks. Also, the Russian military wants to secure the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It is evidently seen how damaged Ukraine is in different aspects of their system, including their economy. As we've seen in the news, Ukraine is devastated and their citizens go to Poland to look for safety shelter. Ukraine is one of the smallest countries in Europe, so before the war initiated by Russia, their economy was not as high as other many countries in Europe. Today, their economy is unstable as their resources are damaged by the existing war. World's economy may also be affected of the war that's happening because of the prohibition to Putin. And Vladimir Putin's threat in return as they are one of the big countries that supplies oil. Here is the following reason how the Ukraine could be affected by outbreak of war. Number 1, oil and gas prices. Since Russia is Europe's largest supplier of natural gas, it will likely lead the higher increases price of the petrol and gas. Number 2, food prices. Ukraine is known as the breadbasket of Europe, and including the Russia that also export global wheat, corn, and sunflower oil. That means the price of items such as bread, baked goods, and beer could rise because the Russians' chemical supplies for fertilizer are affected that could harm the harvest. And number 3 is loss of jobs. It also affects several companies such as Starbucks, McDonald's, and other fast food chains. Cease operation due to gunfires and explosions in Ukraine.
So the effect of Ukraine and Russia in global trade is Ukraine and Russia are both agricultural exporters. Ukraine is the second biggest exporters of grains after Russia in terms of wheat exports. And they both export 80% of sunflower oil. Also the buyers globally raising cost for bread and meat, it may affect the trade. So the consumer of Ukraine see that in the supermarket that there's a high inflation, which why the price in the market would be higher.
So what is the effect of Russia and Ukraine war in global trade? Additionally, some companies also end their joint ventures and partnership with businesses that is affiliated with the Russian state. It also includes the manufacturers that decided to stop these shipments to Russia, and many law firms are declining their ties with the Russian clients. In conclusion, the results of this Russia and Ukraine war crisis can lead to price increase because the demand is low. If this continues, it will spark inflation in the local economy overall. If this continues, it will not only affect the economy of Ukraine and Russia, but also affect several sectors including global trade across the different countries that is affiliated with the import and exports in Russia and Ukraine. And lastly, the consumers will also be affected of this war crisis. Thank you.
Tapos din yung report na gagawin is i-edit ko pa yun. Ay, nakakaloka. natapos din sa wakas. At edit na naman. So, syempre, as a vlogger, mukha ko pala mukha. Yan. So, hindi pa kasi marunong yung mga kaklase ko, mga kaibigan ko, mag-edit. So, syempre, ako mag-edit. Vlogger daw ako. Okay, pagbigyan. Char. So, ayun lang. At, about kasi sa Russia and Ukraine yun. So, yun ang aming topic ng aming report. About sa war or labanan ng Ukraine at Russia. So, yung mga kababayan natin dun, kawawa naman sila na yung may mga ganun pangyayari, away, gulo, at yung mga magagawa lang natin is magdasal para sa kanila at para sa lahat. At yun, magdasal, yun ang importante sa lahat. Sigad ang ating sasandalan. So, ayan lang, ang drama ko naman, drama queen. Drama queen. So, ayun guys, and see you on my next video. So, don't forget to like and share and subscribe and click the bell button para updated kayo sa aking mga videos. And, so lang guys, and bye!